Hi, thanks for joining me on this March 1st, 2022. Pastor Bill Kelly with the Power of Prayer moment. As we look at E.M. Bounds' devotional, The Power of Prayer, today's reading is Wonderful Trust. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God. Trust also in me. John 14:1. Those words of Jesus just undergird our faith. We trust in God, then we can surely trust in Him, is what He was saying. We have no reason not to trust in Him. It's basically, when you circle around back to it, there's no reason not to trust in Jesus if you trust in God. E.M. Bounds writes, prayer does not stand alone. It lives in fellowship with other Christian duties. Prayer is firmly joined to faith. Faith gives it color and tone and secures its results. They go hand in hand, prayer and faith. But wait a minute. What about that trust factor? Trust is faith accomplished, writes E.M. Bounds. Trust is a conscious act, a fact of which we are aware. It is the feeling of the soul, the spiritual sight, hearing, and taste. Trust is faith accomplished. It's like if you're driving along a road and you know that there's a bridge across a wide canyon or a big river, and you're driving along and you have faith that the bridge is there. And when you reach that bridge, you have faith that the bridge is going to hold you up. But you don't know that to be so until you drive on the bridge. And when you drive on the bridge, faith turns into trust. Your trust is now in action. And your faith then is transferred from getting on the bridge or driving on the bridge to reaching the other side of the bridge. And so trust follows faith across the bridge. If you don't have faith, you can't have trust. Trust comes after faith. Faith leads us to the point of trust. And trust is so important. Go back to the verse for just a second. Do not let your hearts be troubled. So many things trouble us. There's so many things going on in the world today. You think about what's going on in America, around the world, over in Ukraine, what's taking place in our individual lives. Jesus says, do not let your heart be troubled. When our hearts are troubled, we're not trusting in God. We may have faith. We may have faith that God is able. We may have faith that God can do something about those situations. But yet our heart is troubled because we have not activated our trust. Trusting follows faith. E.M. Bounds continues as he writes, all these have to do with trust. How bright, distinct, conscious, powerful, and scriptural such a trust is. How bright, distinct, conscious, powerful, and scriptural such a trust is. When we activate our faith in God in all our circumstances, in our personal circumstances, in the life of our family members when things aren't going well, when we've suffered loss, or when something has taken place in our life that we don't know why or how, or that we can even get through it. Our faith in God then needs to turn into trust. Trust. It's like the little child who takes the hand of their mom or dad, following them, not knowing where they're going, not knowing where the parent's leading them, but they're following with a gentle holding of the hand because they trust their parents. We need to trust our God that way. Ian Bound's prayer for the day is, Dear God, I put my trust in you all day long. I put my trust in you all day long. Not just faith, but trust. You have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow.